Let's talk about the 4 things that are contained in a good sales presentation. First of all, there are prepared lines that go in sequence and show your understanding of the topic and give the client information needed to make a decision. All responses are controlled or expected, okay? Now, these sections, this does not make up your whole presentation, but part of your presentation, especially at the beginning, you should have it planned out to where no matter what the client responds, you are able to say everything that you need to say. You have several lines that go right in a row, and no matter what the client says, you know how to get to your next line. And again, I'll give you an example about that in a minute. Next, prepared questions with anticipated responses. You should have a lot of questions memorized, and you already have thought through what the possible answers are to that question. Questions like, are you renting your terminal, or do you lease your terminal? You know what kind of question, what kind of answers you're going to get to that question, so you can plan for those responses. Next, intense listening, and the way you can tell it's intense listening is if what the customer says changes the direction of the pitch. Now, again, this goes back to memorizing your lines. Too many salespeople don't have their lines memorized, and so they're so nervous about what they're going to say next, they're not really intensely listening to the client. Now, this is one area that is a lot different than acting, okay? If you're acting on stage, if I say a line, I know exactly what the person is going to say in response, and then I know what I'm going to say. However, in sales, the clients do not always follow the script, do they? A lot of times they say something off the wall that you weren't expecting, and it's going to change the direction of your pitch. So you have to be listening intently. So make sure that you have your lines memorized to the point where you can put emotion into them and to where you can listen to the client without worrying about what you're going to say next. Small talk or filler that is designed to gain trust. Now look at this. Here's the 2 reasons why I do small talk, why I use small talk. Number 1, I use small talk to get the client to believe I understand their business and to get them to believe I understand my business.